Today's topic is all about narcissistic triangulation. Again, narcissistic triangulation. But before we get into it, guys, I'd like to take a moment to say hello and welcome to all of you. For those of you who are new here, I go by the name Inspired Seeker. And on this channel, I create content around narcissism, spirituality, and personal development. So if any of that appeals to you, or if you feel called to, then by all means join us, and I promise you, you will not regret that decision. Also, guys, some exciting news. I am developing some merch for the channel. I've already got some ideas in the works. So if any of you have any ideas you want featured, I'm open to suggestions and ideas, guys. Send it to me by email. My email is in the channel description. Send me your ideas or send me your inputs, and I'll take a look at them and get back to you. Okay? So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the video. Narcissistic triangulation. What is narcissistic triangulation? It's simply another deceitful tactic that narcissists use to draw supply from their victims and sometimes to devalue them, okay? This is when they would involve another individual into the relationship, okay? Now, as we know, a typical romantic relationship is supposed to be an A and B situation, right? A narcissist is so messy that they will invite another individual into the relationship, okay? The reason for this is, one, to devalue the current partner, or to draw supply from the current partner, okay? This third individual could be an ex, it could be a new potential lover, or it could be a family member, it could be anybody. Narcissists will use anybody to their advantage, to be honest. Okay, so devaluation is just another messy tactic that the narcissists use to, get under your skin, essentially, right? They're pitting you against another individual, okay? Like in the bait and switch situation, we talked about bait and switch previously, right? The narcissist will bait you and then turn around and step back and say, no, you're the one overreacting, you're the one with the attitude and all of that, right? It's the same way here, all right? They will pull in a third individual and have you and that individual go at it, right? Because as soon as they pull them in, they will step back and play innocent, right? They'll play innocent and then have you and that third individual duke it out, all right? So they can stand to the side and say, oh, look, they're fighting over me. We know narcissists thrive on attention. They thrive on control and all of that, right? So they devalue you when they triangulate you, in the sense that they are saying indirectly that because you're not giving them supply, because you're not doing something for them, they have to get it from elsewhere, okay? So they devalue you in that sense, all right? And most of the time, I want to say 9 times out of 10, when narcissists triangulate you, it's over finances, okay? They use finances, money, to triangulate you, okay? So let's look at some ways that a narcissist may get you into a triangulation situation. I had a narcissist partner at one point, right, who started a new job, okay? So they start this new job. The first week, everything is going great. And then they come home, I think like the third day or so, and they say, oh, there's a guy at my job trying to get with me. So I said, well, did you tell him you were taken? They said, yeah, but they won't stop. Okay, right there. I know that's a lie. Okay, because any respectful person or respectable person, when you let them know that you're taken, they'll back up, especially in a work environment. All right, because you could go and report them for harassment, and they could get terminated. So they're not going to risk getting terminated, right? But a narcissist will tell you, yes, they did, but they won't stop. And now they're expecting you to react to it. You see that there? So this narcissist now is expecting me to speak with this individual and say, hey, look, get away from her. She's taken. Rather than it's something that's happening at the job, you handle it according to the job rules, right? This is how narcissists triangulate you. Okay, so in that situation, what did I do? I told them exactly what I just said. It's happening at the job. That's harassment. You could go to your human resources and let them know if they don't back up. All right. And I left it alone. So some weeks went by now, and then the narcissist comes home with a present, right? A gift, and say, oh, this individual that I spoke with you about several weeks back, they got me a gift. So I'm confused at this point, because this is the same individual that you said was harassing you because you let them know you were taken, and they were still harassing you. And we discussed that you would allow your human resource department to handle it if they don't stop the harassment. But now, them knowing that you have a significant other, they went out and got you a gift. Something just don't sound right about that, right? Okay. So here now, what the narcissist is trying to say indirectly is that because you are not getting me gifts, that's why they got me a gift. Okay, so two things they're doing here. They're trying to get you jealous to react, or they're trying to get you to go and either have a conversation with this individual, or worse, react in a negative way towards this individual. Okay, so that's what I said earlier. Narcissists will pit you against another individual, and then they'll step out of it and let you and them duke it out. Okay, so in this situation here, I just kept quiet because I said, okay, we talked about how this is going to go, but you had other plans, or you had other ideas, because this wouldn't still be going on. This means that since we spoke about it back then, it's been going on for this individual to go out their way to get you a gift, right? So right then and there, I made up my mind, like, okay, time for me to prepare to make my exit, because this is not going to work. Not every day or every week you come home and say this, that, and the other. No. It's not even about how was work or how stressful the job was. It's about some extracurricular stuff. This is getting too messy. All right. But this is how narcissists play. Okay. This is exactly how narcissists play. All right. So they will do this. They will do this when they're devaluing you. Okay. When they disrespecting you, essentially, because indirectly they're saying, if you did it for me, then somebody else wouldn't have to. Okay. If you gave me a gift, then somebody else wouldn't have to. Okay. Let's talk about another example. I had another narcissist. They came home one time out of the blue, and they have all this money, and they said, oh, my ex gave me all this money. So how are you still communicating with your ex for them to give you, and what's the reason they gave you the money? You understand? So right then and there, another manipulative tactic, right? Trying to get me and that ex to duke it out, right? So I said to them, okay, so since you have me here, but you still communicating with your ex and getting money from your ex, then you might as well be with your ex, right? Let me exit from this, because I'm not that messy type. Okay, so that's how that went down. Okay, so that's essentially how narcissists will triangulate you. Okay, also they may triangulate you, like I said, when they want to extract supply from you. Okay, in this case, they're drawing on your emotions. They're trying to make you jealous. They're trying to get you to react so they could laugh and say, haha, look at them. All right, because we know narcissists are all about their ego. So while they start this and step out and let you and this third individual duke it out, they'll be on the side saying, look at them fools. They're fighting over me, right? Their ego gets a boost. That's one way narcissists may triangulate you, right? And then there's the triangulation to get you to do something that you would otherwise not do, right? Say they want you to buy them a specific gift, but you're not willing to, or for one reason or another, right? One day they're going to come home with it and tell you someone else gave it to them. And the reason for this is because you wasn't willing to do it, right? It's always going to circle back and place the blame on you, because narcissists can never take responsibility for nothing. They can never be accountable for nothing. So they're always going to spin it back and put the blame on you. The reason why it happened is because you didn't do it. You didn't provide them enough supply. That's why they had to seek it elsewhere. Okay. So another toxic way that a narcissist may play this triangulation game is when they hatch a plan with a third individual to extract financial supply from you. In this case, they may come up with some kind of scheme that something that they need you to pay for, or someone in their extended family needs help and you should help them. All right, but the whole time it will be a scheme, because as you help that individual, those finances ends up back with the narcissist. Okay, they end up splitting it. You think you're helping someone, but in essence, it will end up back with the narcissist, or they'll end up splitting it. Okay, because they hatched a plan to do that. Okay, so that's another way narcissists may triangulate you. Now let's talk about what you could do, or what you should do, should you find yourself in this situation. Now I know not every situation is built the same. So some situations you may not be able to walk away. Okay. But guys, you have to have enough respect and love for yourself to walk away from an individual who's triangulating you. Okay, because the moment they start triangulating you, know that that relationship is going downhill. Okay, because from there, you're going to get to the discard. Okay, there's nothing that's going to come up off that. Okay, the minute they start triangulating you, they're essentially disrespecting you to your face. And then from there, they're going to discard you. All right. So you have to have enough love and enough respect for yourself to walk away from such a person. Okay. So I said this previously, guys. You have to walk away and turn that triangle into a straight line. Okay. Turn that triangle into a straight line. Go from A, B, and C situation to an A and B. All right. See your way right out of it. okay, and let them have it, because eventually they're gonna run the same game on one another. All right. So that's what I recommend you do. That's what I did in the past. And you walk away and never look back. Okay, because chances are they're gonna come and hoover you only to devalue you again. Okay. So walk away and never look back. All right. That's the best thing you could do when you find yourself in a triangulation situation. There's nothing else left from there. All right. So I hope I made it clear enough, guys. If you find value in this video, then stick around, because there should be another one popping up to the left or right of me. Stick around. There's more videos like that popping up. Other than that, I'll leave you here. Until next time, peace, love, and more life.